Hey everyone, Slender here doing some more testing, and this time we are testing this armor bug everybody's been talking about. Pretty crazy stuff because this is true, and this armor bug really works the way it certainly looks like it works. Then we could possibly have a bunch of problems and answers as to why certain things just don't feel like they work sometimes. So, to kick this off and get right into the video, I'm going to show you guys part of the video that somebody else made. So let's go ahead and look at that really quick. So this is a video made by somebody named 𝙏𝙤𝙢𝙎𝙢𝙢, and 𝙏𝙤𝙢𝙢 is the freaking man. He found a bug that basically, I'm not going to play his video because I don't know how the YouTube, copyright and all that stuff works. So I'm just going to talk about it. But basically, he's got footage right here, and I highly suggest you go to his channel and check it out. I don't know if he's looking for more subscribers, but this guy so far, this is the only video that I've seen from him, and it is an amazing video. It's right to the point. It covers some very good information. It's not 100% correct because I did some more digging on the forums, and I found out some more details as to why this is happening. But in a nutshell, he's got 5 pieces of freedom, a head, chest, arms, or legs, gloves, boots, with freedom on all 5 pieces. And then he has a couple of amulets, or he's got an amulet, a ring, and an earring. And what's happening is, what his claim is, and he actually shows it in this video, and it does do what he's saying it does. And like I said, just watch the video. So he randomly puts on all his gear, all his normal gear. And each test that he does in this video, he's always wearing the same exact gear, the same exact head, same exact chest, same exact jewelry, everything. Nothing changes. The only thing he's changing is the sequence in which he is equipping his armor. So when he randomly puts on his armor, the freedom perk does not work. He gets hit in the back with leaping strike with the perk that gives you like a 50% slow for 8 or 10 seconds or whatever. And when he just randomly puts on the gear in whatever random order or sequence, he gets hit with the sword in the back with leaping strike, and he gets the full duration slow, just like you would get if you were completely naked, without any freedom at all. Essentially proving that the freedom perk is not working whatsoever. So naked, it's got 10 seconds or 9 seconds or whatever it is, and with all 5 pieces of freedom, it's got 10 seconds. So what's going on is he takes off all his gear, jewelry, everything, and he puts the gear in the correct order. Head, chest, from top to bottom. And it is reducing the slow duration by a significant amount. So basically, if you put it on in random order, random chaotic order, head, ring, gloves, boots, whatever, it doesn't work. The freedom doesn't work. It breaks. And if you take off the gear and put it in the correct order, not even the correct order, just from top, literally the top slot all the way down to the bottom slot, it works. Now, one thing that made me question this was the fact that he said sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It is not 100% consistent. So I did some more reading and, on the forums and found some more information. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about right now. So what I'm about to show you guys is what is actually happening. So I did some more reading, and people are claiming that it's any buff that has a buff duration change. Either reduces the buff duration, increases the buff duration, or debuff duration. And if you have 2 different ones, 2 different types, only one of them is going to take effect, which is kind of weird. So I believe that's what they're saying is going on, and that might be true. But what I found is happening is it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it's not to get the freedom perk working. You don't have to put your armor on from head to toe, from top to bottom for it to work. That is not what's happening. That is not what makes it work. And putting the gear on in random sequences is not what breaks the perk and makes it not work. What is breaking the perk or making it not work or overriding it is your amulet. That's what the problem is. It all stems back from the early days of the bug amulet conspiracy. So you'll notice, if I put my amulet on before I put my freedom gear on, the freedom does not work. And I believe it's because of the alacrity. I'm not sure how to pronounce this word. And maybe you guys could show me how to pronounce it in the comments. But anyway, that's what's breaking the bug or overriding it or making it not work. If I take all my gear off and I put my freedom gear on first and then put on my amulet, the freedom works and it significantly reduces my slow. Again, if I take all my gear off and equip the amulet with this alacrity perk on it before I put my freedom stuff on, the freedom isn't going to work. You have to put the freedom gear on before you put your amulet on. And then your freedom perk will work. So that is the scoop. That's what's going on. That's what's breaking the freedom perk. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have been running the crap out of M10 dungeons or expeditions, mutated 10. Dynasty, Genesis, Lazarus, and now Tempest. We've golded everything, even Tempest, M10 gold. And one thing that is consistent across all these different expeditions are my company members and my dungeon runner group. Whenever we do these mutations, it almost seems like every other or maybe every 2 dungeons, somebody in the group claims that either they say something like, "What is going on? I am taking crazy amounts of damage and I don't know what the difference is." I have one friend in the company, Sir Roderick, that told me, "Dude, I switched from my medium chest to my heavy chest, and I'm actually taking more damage with the heavy chest. What's going on?" I've had several people tell me, "Dude, why are we taking so much damage?" Some people say it's because if somebody else has a lesser gear score, it doesn't just affect their damage they take and the damage they do, it affects the whole party. I don't know if that's 100% true, and I'm going to be doing some testing hopefully soon to figure some of this stuff out, or maybe I'll just ask on the forums. But I've been seeing a lot of this stuff and a lot of these inconsistencies with the way the armor works and damage mitigation and how much damage we're taking as individuals and as a group. So it almost seems like maybe sometimes Corrupted Ward isn't working or Fired Ward isn't working, and sometimes it is. But it all boils down to the perks on your armor and your gear. So if this freedom perk has this issue with this alacrity amulet, it begs the question, what other perks are not being applied correctly? And because of these amulets. Is it just the amulets? Is it just the alacrity perk that's causing this problem? Is it just the combination of freedom on your armor and alacrity on your amulet? Or does it go deeper than that? So this guy that made this video on the freedom armor bug really uncovered something big. And I think the problem is deeper than what we think it is. And I am not saying that this is a bad game. I'm not saying that Amazon sucks. I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing, because they're making the game better every day. All I'm saying, and I commend them for how great this game is becoming, but all I am saying is there is something going on. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. And the next big thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to cut the video off after this, is I think amulets are just still bugged from the beginning. I think it's as simple as that. I don't know if it's the perk on it, alacrity. I think it's just amulets in general. So I don't think I'm going to be wearing my amulets. And if I do wear my amulet, I'm going to put it on last. And I suggest you do the same thing if you have some kind of weird circumstances like this. And I'm also going to suggest this, and you guys are going to freak out here. What if luck is one of those perks that is also affected? OMG, I know. We've been hearing so many different things with luck and super big inconsistencies. Hell, I've even complain about luck and how it doesn't feel like it's lucky. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I think that luck is another perk, like freedom, that is affected by either certain perks on the amulet or just the amulet itself. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stacking up all of my luck, everything, putting all the gear on first, and maybe not even putting on an amulet at all. And I'm going to be doing some testing with it and see what I can uncover. Because you know damn well, sometimes it just seems like the more luck you put on, the less lucky you get. I've talked to several people about this, and I've had a similar instance of this where I'm gathering and I never had an amulet. I never had the high level food. And one day my friend said, "Oh, dude, you need to put on an amulet. You can get mining luck on your amulet." And I was getting tons of cinnabar and tolvium. And then as soon as I found out that you could wear an amulet with mining luck and I put it on, I stopped getting as much cinnabar and tolvium. And I just could not think of what it was, what changed. And that's the only thing I could think of. So I really do think there's some issues with this. And I think we're onto something. And I just want to thank that guy for making that video. Fluvox. Man, that's a tough word to say. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, I think we're onto something. And definitely onto something. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is pretty crazy information. This is great information. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to talk about this. And maybe somebody else can help me do some testing. Really figure out what the heck is going on with these perks and this armor and this coding in the game. But I love the game. It's a great game. Having a lot of fun. Cannot wait for 3v3 Arena. So be watching for that video next. I'm on the PTR and having a great time. This is going to be so awesome. Have a great day, everybody. Take it easy and stay safe out there.